sure would be nice if we could paint that bridge with red in it. But you know what? Too late. We have a contract. We can't make that change.
Jason answered all the questions in one answer.
All right, gents, I'm not even sure how to ask this question, but here it goes anyway. How do you measure success in a Scrum project? That feels a bit loaded, but chew on that one.
I've seen a lot of teams measure success different ways. We did all the things that we said we would do this sprint is one of the chief ones that I've seen. And while I understand the impetus for that, if you have 20 things on your to-do list and you get to the end of the day, you've crossed out all of those things, that's satisfying. Who doesn't like that, right? The problem is that in a complex environment, in a product that you're with a product that you're building with a customer base that may not be perfectly predictable, in a marketplace that may not be perfectly predictable, just doing what you said you would do doesn't guarantee successful outcomes, right? I've got a story in my career of a feature I helped develop that, the company spent probably a couple of years developing. And when the product was brought to market and went through its life cycle at end of life, nobody ever bought that feature. It was an add-on feature. And so just doing what you said you were going to do is not the right way. So I guess maybe I'm focusing more on how you shouldn't measure success. Don't stop at just, we did all the things we set out to this sprint. You need to go further than that. What is the actual outcome of that? Are your customers happy with it? Are they using it? Are the business measures that you're trying to achieve for your business happening? And if you're disconnected from those, then it's time to start asking some questions and figuring those out.
Jason answered all the questions in one answer. So I'm going to throw one more element into the mix here. Yeah, success is going to be measured by, do people use what you've built? Is it a sustainable product that's making you money as an organization? And are your employees happy? So if your team is dissatisfied, they're not working at a sustainable pace, but yet you had a big win with customers and you made a lot of money, I'm not going to call that a successful Scrum project. I don't care. Somebody got hurt in the process. Your team suffered. So I think it's a holistic approach, and maybe that's just too idealistic, but I think it can be done, and I've seen teams do it. So sustainable team effort in which value is consistently delivered and customers are using it. They're increasingly becoming happier, and you're making money. Success.
Well, I define success in maybe a different way. It would be in how many points of feedback did you get, and did you course correct as a result? If you never showed who consumes your product, a version of your product, before you sent off the final version of it, you missed out on an opportunity to get their thoughts and opinions and align what you were doing to what they needed. Because even in a waterfall project, you can't define success up front perfectly. Maybe in some rare cases you can, but something might change along the way where the customer goes, hey, you know what? I know I'm asking you to build me a bridge, but it would have been cooler if you could have built it in like a red theme, because that's, the new state flag has a red color in it. Sure would be nice if we could paint that bridge with red in it, but you know what? Too late. We have a contract. We can't make that change. A successful Scrum project is going to take into account some feedback. It's going to take into account some risk that had been avoided and ensure that you're on the right track by taking in that feedback to course correct. So that's where I would go to look for success is how many times do we get feedback and do something about it?
I want to put the success meme in there, like, yes. That little yes. Yeah. Hey there. So if you're here and this is your first time and you're interested in growing in your agility and understanding things like Scrum and other agile topics, then be sure to get started by hitting that subscribe button and also that bell. You're going to get notifications, and I don't want you to miss out on a thing.